Hello everybody, I'm Colton back with episode 11 of our Pokemon Fire Red Hardcore Nuzlocke. And on the last episode, we took down the 7th and 8th gym. And now, we're going to be getting ready for Victory Road. So I decided to go down the route that's below Pallet Town, where you can just go on the ocean and go into like some optional places. Not to catch the legendaries, because we don't do that around here, but to get some levels, because they do have some good Pokemon to grind against. And it would be good to get them up some. But yeah, we have to get ready for Victory Road and go through it. And hopefully we don't lose anybody along the way, because that would be really unfortunate, especially on the home stretch. But yeah. So I'm deciding to teach, well, I'm thinking about teaching Bullet Seed to Oddball so that they have a physical grass move just in case we go up against something with a good special defense. But there isn't really anything to put it over, so, you know, I end up deciding not to do it. There just isn't a good choice. Because I don't want to give up like Acid or something, because I like having a poison type move on Oddball, but... And so now, as you can see, I surf below here, and eventually we get to the Seafoam Islands. Which, like I said, it's mainly a good place to train, just because there's good, highly leveled, wild Pokemon here. And, especially before before Victory Road, we really need to start leveling up people, which, as you can see, I got Oddball up a lot more than everybody, pretty much. And so, the other thing I wanted to do was fly over to Cinnabar Island, because you can go to 2 different parts of the Seafoam Islands. And so I could train them both. But I also want to head to Viridian soon, so we can go ahead and go to the Elite Four. And there's a special fight before Victory Road, which is going to make sure to do pretty good in that one. I'm glad we got all of our badges pretty, good though. Only thing that sucks is we lost Aggro, which really stinks. But, we gotta keep moving. We can't get bogged down. So here I can just use, which once I started leveling up, I realized that I'd get Petal Dance, so it was way better than Bullet Seed to have as another grass move. And I ended up just getting rid of Acid because Petal Dance is just too good to pass up on. But I also wanted to keep Sleep Powder in case. And this is the other place you can enter the Seafoam Islands, which is another good place to grind. As you can see, Majora almost died there. That's great. And I end up having to use Fly because he has like no PP left. And everybody's doing pretty okay on levels. Like, we're not doing too bad. It's just Victory Road can have some tricky trainers, and I don't really know all of them in this game, so I just don't want to risk getting folded by some rando who has really high leveled Pokemon and mine are too low. So I end up getting Majora up to level 50, which to me is honestly a pretty solid level to be at this point in the game. But I want to make sure everybody's doing pretty good. Which I'm not really sure if Little Mag is going to stay, because, you know, he just isn't really worth it. Because the biggest thing we're missing on this team is the Ice type. Because that'll just do so good against Lance. And he is, you know, obviously the toughest of the Elite Four. At least if you don't have a type advantage. But if you do, it can be one of the easier ones. Because, you know, he has a Dragonite. But if you have Ice type, you know, it does 4 times damage. So it honestly goes pretty wild. So now I start heading over to Victory Road, and we get stopped by L, our rival here, who we've beat every time. Hopefully he doesn't take down anybody before we go to Victory Road. That would be very unfortunate. So he sends out his Pidgeot, and Bolt can just go ahead and hit that with a Shockwave. Should take it out pretty quickly. It doesn't stand a chance. You hit it to red, so I don't mind that. Hits Bolt with another quick attack, whatever. Can't do anything. Goodbye, Pidgeot. You're gone. Goodbye. So he sends out Rhyhorn, which we obviously can't use Bolt for, so I switch out to Big Blue. And Big Blue's just so strong. And he has a 4 times weakness, so goodbye, Rhyhorn. Not gonna last very long. And he missed his like 1 chance. Goodbye. Surf is so good. So now he sends out Growlithe. Again, I can just hit it with Surf. And it's a bye-bye. It's so weird seeing Growlithe at level 45 and not being evolved. Which I know it takes a while to evolve into Arcanine, but still, it just looks funny. Having a Pokemon that highly leveled and it looks like that. So we have Execute. And I'm just going to swap out. I'm going to Majora and just burn him away. Shouldn't last very long. I hate that it hits me with Stun Spore, though. I hate the status moves. Dear God. Please do not. Do not miss. Thank you. We got Flamethrower off. Didn't have to worry about stupid Solar Beam. Which, I mean, it wouldn't have done much to Majora, but still, it's still a strong move I don't want to get hit by. So finally, he throws out Blastoise. So I go ahead and throw Oddball in there, and Blastoise can't do a thing about it. Can't do a thing. He just has, impending doom about to befall him. I ended up deciding on Giga Drain just in case I flinch a bunch of times or get critted, and I can have a move that hits him and heals a bunch of health so I don't get put in a tricky situation. Thank God we didn't flinch then. So I hit him with Giga Drain. And we take him down right below half health. But he could still live on a low roll, or honestly, probably even a mid roll. But we'll see. And I'm going to Petal Dance just because I know it does more damage than Giga Drain does. So I'm hoping that this will take it out. And it does. Goodbye, Blastoise, you garbage can. And so his final mon's the one I hate the most, Alakazam. Oddball cannot stay out here. Oddball will die in a second. But what stinks is it's stuck in Petal Dance, and so it has to attack again. And Oddball ends up at 12. 12 health. Dear gosh. And we hit Alakazam with the Petal Dance. And it's below half health. But luckily, oddball stops now. That was really, really close. So I end up swapping out to Big Blue because I know Big Blue can tank a good bit of stuff. And he uses Future Sight. But it shouldn't matter as long as we take it out fast enough. It used Disable, but I mean, it couldn't really disable anything because we hadn't used the move on Gyarados yet. And goodbye, Alakazam. So now we beat our rival again. So hopefully we're good for the Elite Four. Yeah, I need more practice, bro. Tell me. I like how you say that. So we end up walking to the, through the Indigo Plateau. They gotta check us for all the badges. You've got the Boulder badge. Oh, you got the Cascade badge. Oh, okay, okay. Go ahead, man. Oh yeah, you got the Thunder badge, the third badge. Okay. Random one. Oh yeah, bro, you got the grass one, the rainbow badge. Go on, Ed. The water is dyed a deep blue. Oh yeah, bro, you got the soul badge. All right, all right. Go on ahead, bro. Oh, you got the Marsh badge too. That's fire, bro. Go on ahead. Oh, random Pokemon battle. Bum 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 bum. Dun 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 dun. It's actually our encounter for this place. Bum 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 bum. So this is our encounter, level 30 Psyduck, and I'm just gonna go ahead and try to hit it with an Ultra Ball and try to catch it. And we end up getting it. Which is funny because literally last episode Toxic kept asking me to get one, and on the, one of the last routes we get a Psyduck encounter. But there it is. And his name is Rubba Ducky. Rubba Ducky. So now we head up here, but this is another good place to grind because it does have higher level Pokemon that aren't just rock types like Victory Road is most of the time. Oh, you have the Volcano badge. I mean, you literally had to use one move to get it, so here you go. I like how I walked over there and I was like, oh. Oh, you have the Earth badge? You use Surf again? Alright. So now we've made it to Victory Road. Which I pretty much just skimmed through here because it's just a bunch of trainer battles and doing random puzzle and that aren't very hard and fighting random encounters, the usual stuff. So I end up getting rid of Headbutt, changing it out for Strength just because Strength does more damage. And also has a more reliable hit ratio. So now, this encounter doesn't count. But what I'm worried about him using is self-destruct because Geodudes start doing that now. And as you can see, it just did it there. I don't even really know what we can get as an encounter in here, besides stuff we already have. Yes, I would like to use Strength. So Machop is the encounter for in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and use Twister. Hope it doesn't kill him. And it doesn't. It then uses Revenge against me. Doesn't do much of anything. Last time I saw that move, trauma. Throw an Ultra Ball at him. Boop, boop. And I end up catching Machop for our encounter in Victory Road. Which is an okay one, but it's kind of just at the point where I'm like, do I really want to add him to the team? I don't know. But his name is going to be... It's going to be Chop. Chop, Chop. To be exact. So now we're doing a little puzzle that isn't very hard. But I need to just use repels, because man, it's so annoying getting stopped every 2 seconds whenever you're trying to do the puzzle. Like, it's not a problem whenever you're just walking through, but it's just really annoying whenever you're just trying to do the puzzle part. And it's like, oh yeah, encounter, 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 encounter. Like, just let me push my rock, bro. Is it that much of a problem? Like, really? So now I'm just sitting here, which, it's good getting the XP, it just stinks whenever you're just trying to push a freaking rock, bro. And they're like, oh yeah, nah, you gotta battle us, man. Like, no, I don't really want to do that. Not right now. Okay, so here we got a Ace Trainer, which these can be very, very pesky little guys who just somehow randomly do a whole bunch of damage to you or have a mon that's weirdly highly leveled. So I end up passing up on one of the best moves in the game because I just don't really have a place to put it. Which I know I'm going to get made fun of for not putting Dragon Dance on my Gyarados. And in next playthroughs I definitely will, but this time I didn't know what to switch out. I should have switched out Bite though for sure. I just ended up not doing it. Now I'm just wiping through this team, this trainer. All her fire type dogs for some reason. So I go push this to just pick one of the items. Which I get TMO2 Dragon Claw there. There's Machoke, I can just attack. I'll just take it out. And we're just doing more puzzle of Victory Road. And constantly getting stopped by encounters. It's ridiculous. See, it's good whenever you want to train, but it's really annoying whenever I'm just trying to move a rock. Do y'all really have this much of a problem with me moving rocks? Like, really? Apparently you do. I know they're like your brethren, but please let me just move them out the way. Oh my, just missing Hydro Pumps. Which Hydro Pump doesn't have a very high like hit accuracy, but still, you know. So here it puts me to sleep, and then just spams Sweet Scent, I guess. And I end up taking it out. Somebody levels up, but they have a War Turtle here. So I swap out the Bolt, get him some levels, get him some XP. Gotta make sure to spread the love out in here with the XP, because I don't want to do it later. It's gonna stink. I'm gonna have to, but I really wish I didn't. So I got a big blue for this Charmeleon. And it just sits here and gets beat by me biting it a million times. And then I end up using Hydro Pump and missing, but finally landing it and taking out the Charizard, which is great. So now we've headed up to a different floor, and I gotta heal. Definitely gotta heal some. And I have to keep pushing these on the buttons and the other things you have to do, or push them in holes and they fall down into another floor and then you move them down there. It's crazy that the Geodude is so weak that a bite takes it out. Definitely has the, has Machokes that have Revenge or some stupid move like that aren't very nice. So I go to Majora just so I can use Fly. And we take out that Machoke, but then we gotta be really careful because any of these Pokemon could have Revenge and we just don't want to get hit by it. Luckily it uses Foresight because he's stupid and we take it out. And now we're moving through this floor, and we're just gonna keep having to deal with the same stuff. It's just the way it is. Throws out a Drowsy, I can just hit it with Bite. Goodbye. That Hypno is not gonna last very long. Yeah, look, they haven't even gotten on an attack yet. They flinched every time. Oh, that Kadabra has one health, but it doesn't matter. Flinched again. They have flinched every single time. Except that one. We got the recover off, but it doesn't matter. Goodbye. He's gone. Level 34 Machop. Can't really do anything. Which, Big Blue's about to be level 52 right here. Takes out level 45 Onix, and bam, there you go. Big Blue is level 52. Which we're going to have to do a good bit of grinding. So, that will end up coming up. Here we go, another trainer in here. Here we go, we take him out. So I tried to just run, because that Golbat can just do a crazy amount of damage, and also has a move that can crit you pretty easily, so I just want to get out of that. So you're going to fight Mr. Mime, and it does a lot of damage, I don't even know why I kept Big Blue in there, because man, he got low. So Mr. Mime with Flamethrower, take it out. That was terrifying. So again, I use a Hyper Potion to make sure nobody dies. Here comes Onyx. And I hit it with a Petal Dance. Goodbye. And I pick up a TM. I'm just getting more and more of these lame encounters. But it's good levels, good XP, but I just want to do my puzzle and make it out of here. So now I can move that rock. Almost level 51. So I just start taking out more and more. And I end up having to push you push this rock into this little space, and you gotta get it on the little white trigger, like the rest of them. And again, we get another encounter. I'm just greedy for that XP and don't want to miss out on it, so I'm stubborn and won't use a repel. So now I use that. We get TM overheat, which I consider using, but I don't know. I just think that the downside is too bad. Too vast, perhaps. So there goes that gold. And again, we get another random Geodude, but hey, it's good to use the Giga Drain every once in a while to get the health. This guy is a child prodigy. What a loser. Oh, of course he stuns Forza, so I gotta swap out and go to Majora. So I can just burn him. Just literally melt him with Flamethrower. Just melt this one with Flamethrower too. I'm glad I crit it, because I really wish it didn't have Explode or Self-Destruct or whatever. So I end up switching out whenever I go up against Sandslash here. Switch out to Oddball, even though they're paralyzed, because Giga Drain goes ahead and refills their entire health bar. So now I go to Bolt for Cloyster here, because it's Ice type as well, so I gotta get around that. And then Arcanine, I can just send out, just a hard hitter. Send out Big Blue. And attempt to hit it with Hydro Pump. Oh, wait, no, I can't. So I just gotta spam it with Twister. And hope it flinches enough times and also does enough damage to itself. And of course, he has a Hyper Potion. They always have to have a Hyper Potion. All the time. And we end up taking out the Arcanine, but it gets low. And Big Blue goes down to 49 health, which is terrifying. We get a max revive we can't use because this is a Nuzlocke, so it's just there. So I'm getting everybody healed up and ready to go. Because we're making it towards the end, but not like right on it, but pretty close. This is another trainer we gotta battle. Has some Clefairies. There isn't really too much to worry about except for, spamming Sing and getting status moves. That's not too nice. So Oddball's confused from using Petal Dance. And I also don't want them to go up against a Dugong that's also Ice type. So I send out Bolt to just knock out the Dugong. A few Shockwaves. Gets Bolt up to level 50. Jigglypuff gets zapped. Gone. The Persian gets zapped. Gets pretty low, and then now it's gone. And then there's Chansey, who we just have to hit as hard as we can. I go ahead and hit it with Thunder Wave just to do it. Hit it with a Shockwave. I hate that it has Minimize, because that's always annoying. Didn't realize Double Kick would do that much damage. I should have thought about that, because it's a fighting type move against a normal type. But I just think Chansey has to be really bulky, but it took it out. So now there's 2 Ace Trainers down there. And I'm kind of scared because everybody's low on PP on everything. So I gotta hope that the typings are right for me to fight without dying because I run out of moves. So they sent out a level 42 Bellsprout. Why are you level 42 Bellsprout? Got the Weeping Bell. I am stuck here. This is 4-turn sleep. Uses Hyper Potion. Of course it does. That's what they all do. We take out the Weeping Bell. Oddball, she goes up to level 52. And then Victory Bell, another status effect, because that's all they spam. And we take out the Victory Bell. But now they have a Parasect, which I'm just going to use Majora and just melt it away. And then a Paris. I don't know why they sent out Paris last. You think they would have sent out Parasect last, but okay. I like how now I'm like considering using the repel. So he's not a Kingler. I was really banking on Oddball living that. That was a lot closer than it should have been. Used Petal Dance here and got lucky and knocked it out. And that Tentacruel. Oh, I was terrified of that. But Oddball ends up living. Oddball has had so many close calls in this one situation. Like, it is so scary. Big Blue goes out there. So I just start spamming it with Twister, because that's really all I can do at the moment. And we've made it flinch twice. Of course it has a Hyper Potion. And it has no moves left. So Big Blue has to use Struggle, and I just deal with it because it does enough damage to take it out. And so now we're getting into scary territory here. Everybody's decently low. And I kind of just have to beat this Seadra. So I put EP in because I'm like, well, you know, why don't we? And he immediately gets poison pointed. So I'm just sitting here spamming strength, hoping it does enough damage to take the Seadra out. And man, he goes down to 29 HP. It's so close. I send Bolt out, hit it with a Shockwave, and it's gone. But then they have a Blastoise, and so I just gotta hope. And man, it comes so close, but we make it out of there alive. We squeak out of that battle alive. That could have ended our run right here at the end. And that really would have stunk. Right at the end. So we seriously need to heal up and recover from that. Oh my. Maybe we're not prepared for the Elite Four at this point. But, oh man. That was very close. Very, very close. So I'm just trying to just avoid as many battles as I can now. At least for the moment before I can heal. Because man, that's wild. Just more of these lame encounters that I can just pass on through. So I ended up going back to heal just to make sure I didn't die from this, which was a long walk back, but hey, gotta do what you gotta do. So now I hit one with Petal Dance, I send out Big Blue to intimidate him, but also be able to use a water type move. So I use Surf, that takes out the Nidoking. Lowers the Nidoqueen to low health, and then the second Petal Dance comes in and takes it out. So now we head up to here, and he says that you can teach Double Edge to one of our Mons, because we're right at the end of Victory Road. And I don't know if I want to teach it anything, but, you know, it's there. But yeah, I decided to teach the Little Mag just in case I end up using him. And finally, we make it out of Victory Road and up to the Indigo Plateau. So thank you guys for watching. And next step will be grinding and facing the Elite Four and the Champion. So keep watching to see that. Like and subscribe, and thank you again.